White. I thought the same thing as you. I remember like when I was signing on, I was like, I wonder like how much leverage do we have in this? Because maybe it could be like Major Steele, because Major, that can work, you know? Lily White, like that guy, when he sips his coffee, that we know that pinky's up, right? Funny story though, I found out after I was like, hey, is that name set in stone? And they're like, yeah, actually it is. What's the deal? Major was a cute guy at Diane Ruggiero Wright's high school that she had a crush on, and Lily White was the last name of one of Rob Thomas's favorite collegiate football players. And that's also why the character is a former collegiate strong safety. That's Rob Thomas for you.
So you're going to wear the name proudly then?
Yeah, you know, it's sort of like a turtleneck, like someone gives you like a turtleneck for Christmas, and you're like, yeah, like you're not excited, but you're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
It's like a turtleneck that I'm growing to love.
Okay, so how does he enter this world particularly? I mean, I can't see him necessarily jumping in and saying, I'm in board with the zombie world, let's go.
No, he enters it very tangentially. Really, his relation to it is that, you know, Liv and Major were together for 8 years. They were dating, then they got engaged. We're going very well, and then she has this incident, and you know, so unbeknownst to Major or anyone else, what's happened to her, she suddenly breaks off her residency, she breaks off their engagement. So, you know, it's very much why Major, you know, he's heartbroken, but it's not like, I wouldn't call him a jilted lover, because he's, as we see in the pilot, he's still holding out hope and doesn't know what's going on, but not asking for a reason, just wants to know if there's a possibility. So I think he starts in that sort of just wanting to make it work with the girl who happens to be a zombie. Where it's going to go in his relation to the zombies after that is Rob Thomas' secret.
Okay, does he know she's a zombie?
No, he doesn't. Fun question for the group. If he knew she was a zombie, do we still think he'd be into her?
That's the way TV works.
She's kind of hot.
That's a lot of baggage, am I right? That's a lot of baggage.
Well, do you think your character has any like deep backstory or dark secret that maybe revealed in the future?
So funny you said that. Not an hour ago, after we did our panel, Rob and I were walking, because originally he was going to be an environmental engineer, Major was. Now he's going to be a social worker, and he works with troubled youths and like runaways and stuff. And as you saw in the trailer, he's just like kind of like every mom's dream, like yeah, he's like super charming. And I was like, listen, is he just going to be like incredibly likable? Like at some point we got to see like what's his deal? Like does he dress up weird? Does he know what's? And so Rob and I were talking about it, and yeah, we're gonna see some darkness coming. And even Rob was a little vague with me, but he assured me, he's like, don't worry, you don't stay squeaky clean for long.
So troubled youth, and she's now a medical examiner. Is there a lot of crossover in that world?
That's a strong question.
I mean, these troubled youth, are they just like popping up and dying left and right or something?
I'm gonna hand it to everyone. Like, were any of you at the panel?
No.
Okay. I've only been to like 2 panels working before. I was really impressed with the questions that were asked. And even I talked to Rob and the writers after. There were some incredibly thoughtful questions, which to me kind of bode well for the show, because I've done panels where like no one asks about the show, and they're just like, hey, you on your last show, bitches. So that's a good question, and yes, there will be some crossover. I have to be purposely vague, but I think suffice to say there will be some intersection between those two.
So you said that you wanted to live at least for 2 seasons before they decided to pull you off or not?
That was David Anders.
Oh, that was David Anders.
Yes.
Okay.
Handsome gentleman finishing the line. But I'd like to answer that on David's behalf.
If you had to die, what would be your
I mean, come on, man. We're on a zombie show. If I'm dying, I want a horde to take me down. Like back against the wall, just fighting my butt off and just getting overran. Like really like Platoon and like William Dafoe in Platoon, but just instead of Vietnamese, just an army of undead just coming at me. Real heroic. Maybe a slow-mo shot.
And damage with blood splatter.
Yeah, exactly.
So have they revealed yet or not whether or not there's going to be more zombies kind of right away in the show?
Well, in the first episode, there's 2. We have Liv and we have Blaine. And I think he said it in the panel that there will be more. He did, right? Whatever, I just clearly gave it away. Yes, there will be more. I thought the same thing, too, like, they kind of paint themselves into a corner if there's only 2. There has to be some sort of chess play. So, yeah, Blaine figures out a way to sort of manufacture more.
Before they pull you,